Hi, I'm Pho Wale, keynote speaker and founder of the She Talks platform. In part one of our two-part training on social selling, I train you, the business leader, to create the right message to market so that you can grow your business with powerful content that engages and inspires your audience into action on what you offer. Every business leader needs to grab the attention of their audience, create trust quickly, and hold it long before the sales conversation. This is why it is vital to have the right message to market formula, because otherwise hard work and effort go to waste if your audience doesn't yet trust you and isn't engaged and inspired into action by your message, which is when the sales conversation starts. My speaking journey started with me being an improvisation actor on the stage, a presenter for TV and radio, and in my businesses. As a result, I was asked to speak on stages as a business leader. I've trained with the likes of speakers Lisa Nichols, Tim Gard, Les Brown. I've completed NIDA Public Speaker Boot Camp, amongst others here in Australia. I've also trained with business leaders Anthony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Ted McGrath, and Aaron Sansoni. However, I always felt awkward and like an imposter. You see, when I was young, I was shut down and told that my opinion didn't matter. So in the beginning of business, I never shared anything personal, and my content actually came across as boring. A year later, I became very well known from social media and public speaking as an authority, known for great delivery with rave reviews about my workshops and my content that I delivered. And I had been for years, yet still I was struggling to grow my business. I was creating value-driven content. I was generous in sharing techniques and tips. However, I was missing key ingredients. So I was left wondering why my business wasn't growing beyond where it was and where it truly deserved to be. That was until I understood that effective engagement needs to be founded on a personal story and a formula that lands so that they know exactly what I offer and how to engage my services. Because I'd looked everywhere for this very solution for years, I created this training in my signature program, Speakers Lab. Create the Right Message to Market Online is a 2-day training that I have packed into a 3-hour session for you. This is also part of my TEDx speaker training where I teach them to share their big idea in a way that is unleashed and impressive. The reality is that your well-crafted story and powerfully sharing your big idea is what calls the listener into action, not your CTA. The transformation is that people now ask me, how do I pay you? Long before I get to that part of the conversation. Only the problem is for most business owners, they don't know how to tell their story in a way that's both vulnerable and transformational, because they think that the audience will hear it as a poor me sob story, or simply don't know the right way to deliver a story that lands and follows with an authentic call to action. Or choose the wrong story and wonder why there's crickets, aka little engagement. Your well-crafted personal story is how you stand out. The truth is, the more personal your storytelling is, the faster trust is built. The more distinct you become at connecting and inspiring your listeners to action, because your story holds your promise of transformation. Through my vivid storytelling formula and message to market template, you'll learn how to inspire the right people to become dedicated followers and buyers, not just observers. Talk about engaging. So, are you willing to say what you've never said before in a way that you've never said it so that your message powerfully lands every time? Are you willing to allow that big idea of yours that your business is founded on to come alive in your message to market? Then join me in part 1 of social selling to create your story and message to market.
Hi, I'm Emma Signey, the director and founder of Digital Copywriting and SEO DC, which is a full suite digital agency. In part 2 of our 2-part training on social selling, I train you, the business leader, to kickstart engagement and inspire the right people to take action so that you can accelerate sales using Facebook or LinkedIn groups. Every business leader needs a simple mapped pathway for sales so that they can get really specific and sit in their genius zone so that they can engage their ideal clients on social media without exhausting themselves in endless, pointless conversations or generic content that does not land. After part 1, you'll know how to create the right message to market. And in part 2, we will build on that by showing you how to curate a community and engage in a genuine way that brings you more clients now easily and effortlessly. My mission this year is to up-level at least 200 business leaders by accelerating them to systemize their sales and marketing in a way that feels easy and unique to them. My journey started when I was made redundant from an ad agency during the great pressure of the GFC in 2009. There I was wanting to create a home for my small children. I had no job on the horizon and nothing to back me, and this was terrifying. I won a job in commission-only sales, so then I had to learn my presentation word perfect and race about the countryside, presenting to couples about their retirement, selling them into a membership if they wanted to invest in property. And if I didn't sell, I didn't eat. Fast forward, I was headhunted by the billion-dollar freight company UPS after presenting in the Victorian sales manager's home at 9 a.m. one Sunday. I'd already trained 100 people, and under his guidance, I learned the Ocean sales system that I teach today. I won awards, including the Asia Pacific Regional Awards, and I worked with directors and COOs of companies who spent anywhere up to $5 million per year with us. I discovered a passion for solving and not selling. 8 years later, I inspire clients to solve the problems in an easy, ethical way. You see, the problem is that so many business leaders spend a lot of time on social media with very little result. They might spend time on their business page where almost nobody sees it, or they might be posting endlessly, but without having a clear way to create consistent, genuine engagement beyond clicks and likes. With a strong community, your sales process becomes so much simpler. You can learn how to engage people who are your ideal client in a way that inspires them to want to work with you. You will learn how to have a conversation with your ideal clients and create a feeling of trust and a willingness to take on your services. The truth is that with a simpler sales process, it's easier to find the clients who are the right fit and have viable sales conversations. The templates from my Results Guaranteed More Clients Now program will give you a huge step up in understanding how to find and create the community that you need to generate the sales that you want. I can't wait to see you fast track your success. So, are you ready to curate an active online community that inspires people to take action? Are you ready to learn how to start productive personal conversations which lead easily to appointments with best fit prospects? Then join me in part 2 of Social Selling to accelerate sales with Facebook and LinkedIn groups.
Both Em and I believe you have a story when told right and with clarity will fast track trust.
And when you create a community, you also fast track engagement and you reach the right people and get known for your message.
You can then lead a movement, serve at a higher level, nurture relationships, and inspire the sale.
We find that our clients now get to live into the lifestyle that they promised themselves when they started their business, and they achieve the deep satisfaction that comes from serving at their highest level.
This is for the business leader that's sick of being the best kept secret in their field.
Absolutely. We're going to give you everything you need in these 2 workshops. You'll receive the formula and the tools that you need to find and engage easily with the right potential clients.
Our promise is that you'll get clarity and confidence that your big ideas engage the right community so that you gain more clients now.
Ask yourself, if you didn't act on this offer, what would you have? These 2 workshops are only being held once during the Geelong Small Business Festival, and there are limited spaces, so please book your ticket to receive the in-person training and the bonus templates that you can take away to generate your own powerful message to market and sales process.
We'll see you there.